Hello, it's going to be a really quick tutorial on how to put an Weilong edge back together. This will apply to the original Weilong Pyraminx and the Moyu Weilong Pyraminx maglev, so the purple one or the primary plastic one. So let's say that your cap has fallen off. This happens from time to time because of manufacturing tolerances, and what ends up happening is that this peg is either too small, like this peg is either too small, or the holes where those pegs go are too big. And what happens is the tile will just come off, and then you end up with just two Weilong tiles off your edge. This happens from time to time, again, due to manufacturing tolerances, and this is how you can permanently fix it with just some super glue. So you can either go ahead and apply super glue directly onto this peg, and it gives it a little bit more material for it to kind of bite onto these little holes, or you can just glue it straight up and then never have to worry about it ever again. So before you go ahead and do any type of permanent fixes to this puzzle, I usually like applying more super glue onto the magnets themselves, because let's say you drop the cube, the magnets get dislodged, and then this is now permanently super glued in place. It's going to be really hard to actually take this back off, re-glue the magnet, and then put it back together because there's glue everywhere. So I like going ahead and putting a lot of super glue on these magnets, and what that'll do is just help it keep in place over the lifespan of the puzzle. So once my glue, there we go. Okay, come on. There we go. So I got my super glue. I'm just gonna go ahead and dab some more super glue around this magnet, making sure that it will never come out ever again. Okie dokie. So super glue has been applied to those magnets. They'll just dry inside. So here we can focus on the tiles. These tiles kind of interconnect with each other, and what you have to do here is kind of install them in a twisting motion. You see that this little peg right here goes into this slot right here. This peg here goes into the slot on the other tile. So we have to put this together in a kind of twisting motion. Do it like this, and then give it a twist together until it's locked into place. Now I'm gonna put this aside. We're gonna go ahead and grab our super glue, and we're just gonna put some glue on the peg holes. So go again, squeeze this out. Okay, so I have my super glue, and we're just gonna go ahead and put it in all of the peg holes, all four of them. One here, and you don't really need a lot. You just kind of enough to keep it in place, like that, and like that. So a couple things that you can do here. You can let it dry. This will give it more material for this to bite onto, and it's not a super permanent fix. So let's say the magnets fall out, you can still remove this, just a little bit more force, and then be done with it. Or you could just go ahead and permanently put it back together by just sticking it on while it's not dry yet. Give it a nice firm push onto those pegs. Make sure that all of the pegs do line up with each other, or else you're gonna break the piece. And once it's all together like that, just let it dry completely before installing it into your cube for use.